Hello everybody, myself Prashant Mukhopadhyay, faculty member, Electrical Engineering Department, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. In our last class of power electronics, so we have covered the performance parameters of inverters, voltage control of inverters, and harmonic reduction in output voltage of inverters. So today actually we'll start a new unit, that is unit 6, and this unit will discuss about resonant pulse converters. So basically this resonant pulse converters will include its introductions and series resonant inverter, parallel resonant inverter, zero current switching resonant converters, zero voltage switching resonant converters, two quadrant zero voltage switching resonant converter, and resonant DC link converters. So with this discussions, you will be able to understand about resonant pulse converters and why it is used and where it is used, why it is important in power electronics applications, and after that you will be able to understand how it can be and where it can be used. Okay, so actually before going into the details of resonant converters, we must have a introductions of this resonant conversion process. So basically resonant power converters contain resonant LC networks whose voltage and current waveforms vary sinusoidally during one or more sub-intervals of each switching period, and these sinusoidal variations are large in magnitude, and the small ripple approximation does not apply. So with this actually I'm once again telling you resonant power converters contains resonant LC network whose voltage and current waveforms vary sinusoidally during one or more subintervals of each switching period, and these sinusoidal variations are large in magnitude and the small ripple approximation does not apply. Some types of resonant converters may be DC to high frequency AC inverters, resonant DC-DC converters, resonant inverters or rectifiers producing line frequency AC. So basic class of resonant inverters is the circuit is like this. This is the switch network, and this is LC. This is the resonant tank network, and this is the load, resistive load. Okay, and several resonant tank networks are found. So that is series tank network, L and C are in series. This is parallel tank network, L and C are parallel. So since it is series, L capacitor is in series with the L, so that is CS, so to denote this series in capacitors, and this is a parallel capacitor for CP, and this is actually LCC tank network. Here both series and parallel capacitors are there in with inductors. Okay, so basic this is actually the several resonant tank network circuits, and tank network responds only to fundamental component of switched waveforms. So see, this is a switched output voltage spectrum. This is switch frequency. This is third harmonics. This is fifth harmonics, and this is switched output voltage spectrum with respect to frequency. And this tank current and output voltage are essentially sinusoids at the switching frequency Fs. This is the resonant tank response. This is at switching frequency. This is these are the for higher switching frequencies. So output can be controlled by variation of the switching frequency closer to or away from the tank resonant frequency. Now this is tank current spectrum with respect to frequency. This is actually at switching frequency, and so others in other cases this is not considered. So it's a derivation of resonant DC-DC converter. So rectify and filter the output of a DC high frequency AC inverter. So this is resonant DC-DC converter. So this is switch network, this is DC source, okay, and this is actually resonant tank network. This is resonant tank network, and this is your transfer functions for this. This is the rectifier network, okay. This portion is the low pass filter network, and this is DC load. So this is actually the, so for derivations of the resonant DC-DC converters, okay. Series resonant link inverters, same as DC-DC series resonant converters, except output rectifiers are replaced with 4-quadrant switches. So this is actual switch network, okay. This is resonant say tank network. This is actually switch network. So the difference is that here with here, okay, everything is same, so only this is the difference. So output rectifiers are replaced with this switch network. This is the output rectifier, and this is replaced with this switch network, and this is low pass filter network as same as it is, and this is AC load, okay. So this is a series resonant link inverter actually. Now quasi resonant converters. So in a conventional PWM converters, replace the PWM switch network with a switch network containing a resonant element. So this is the switch network, and so this is LC, the resonant element. So this is basic converter. Right? So two switch networks. So this is PWM switch network, input port, then output port, and say zero current switching quasi-resonant switch network. So this is the figure, okay. So input port, output port, and this is ZCS quasi-resonant switch network. Now resonant, what is the advantages of these resonant conversions? The cheap advantages advantage of resonant converters. So it reduced switching loss, zero current switchings or zero voltage switchings, and turn on and or turn up transitions of semiconductor devices can occur at zero crossings of 10 voltage current wavefront, and thereby reducing or eliminating some of the switching loss mechanism. Hence, resonant converters can operate at higher switching frequencies than comparable PWM converters. Okay, so zero voltage switching also reduces converter generated EMI. So this is also important. So zero voltage switching also reduces converter generated EMI, electromagnetic interference, and zero current switching can be used to commute SCRs. Okay. So in specialized applications, resonant networks may be unavoidable. So high voltage converters, that is significant transformer leakage, inductance and winding capacitance lead to resonant network. So resonant conversions of course have some disadvantages. It can optimize the performance at one operating point, but not with wide range of input voltage and load power variations. So significant currents may circulate through the tank elements even when the load is disconnected, and leading to poor efficiency at light load. And quasi-sinusoidal waveforms exhibits higher peak values than equivalent rectangular waveforms. So these considerations lead to increased conduction losses, which can offset reduction in switching loss. So resonant converters are usually controlled by variations of switching frequency, and some schemes the range of switching frequencies can be very large. So what is this is the complexity of analysis. So resonant conversions, say outline of discussion, simply steady state analysis via sinusoidal approximation, simple and exact result for the series and parallel resonant converters, the mechanism of soft switching, circulating currents, and the dependence or lack thereof of conduction loss on load power, steady state analysis of quasi-resonant converters, AC modeling of quasi-resonant converters via average switch modeling. Okay. So if we go through the sinusoidal analysis of the resonant converters, so a resonant DC-DC converters, this is the switch network, this is source, and this is resonant tank network where the transfer functions is given. This is say switching signal source in current to this is actually the load current, so IT. So this is rectifier current. Actually, this is the rectifier network. This is the first network, filter network, and this is this load that we have discussed. So if tank responds primarily to fundamental component of switch network output voltage waveform, then harmonics can be neglected. Let us model all AC waveforms by their fundamental components. So the sinusoidal approximation, as I told you, so this is actually the switch output voltage spectrum with respect to frequency. This is for switching frequency fundamental. This is third harmonics and this is fifth harmonics. And tank current and output voltage are essentially sinusoids of the switching frequency. This is resonant tank response. Okay, so neglect harmonics of the switch output voltage waveforms and model only the fundamental component. And this is the tank's current spectrum with respect to frequency. This is switching frequency, third harmonics, fifth harmonics, etc. So this is sinusoidal approximation and control switch network model. This is actually this is switch network, and the switch network produces square wave, and this is the square wave, and then its output voltage has the following Fourier series. So this is the Fourier series. Okay. And this is the fundamental component of this Fourier voltage. So the fundamental voltage for Vg by phi sin omega st will be S1 Vs1 t, Vs1 sin omega st. So model switch network output port with the voltage source of Vs1 t. Okay, so fundamental component. So actually model switch network input port. Actually this is the input port switch network. Okay, assume the switch network output current is this, and it is desired to model the DC component average value of the switch network input current. So this will be like this. Okay, so this is the equations, and again this is the waveform. So switch network equivalent circuit. This is switch network, and this is the equivalent circuit. Switch network converts DC to AC. Okay, DC components of input port waveforms are modeled. Fundamental DC components of output port waveforms are modeled, and model is power conservative. Predicted average input and output powers are equal. So and then modeling the rectifier and the capacitive filter networks. So this is actually rectifier network. Okay, this is a low pass filter network here, and this is the waveform. Okay, so as you know, large output filter capacitors having small ripple. This is the VRT, is a square wave having zero crossing, say in phase with tank output current. This is the tank output current. Okay, so the IRT is a sinusoid. So this is the value of the IRT, IR1 sin omega st minus phi r. So then VRT is the following Fourier series. Okay, so this is the Fourier series of the VRT. So if we take the sinusoidal approximation rectifier, again since tank responds only to fundamental components of applied waveforms, harmonics in VRT can be neglected. So VRT becomes like this: VR1 4b by pi sin omega st minus phi r equal to VR1 sin omega st minus phi r. So actually This is actual waveform. So this is actual waveform voltage. This is current, and this is with harmonics ignored. Okay, and this is with harmonics ignored here. So rectifier DC output put model will be like this. This is the rectifier network. This is low pass filter. This is the DC load. So actually output capacitor charge balance DC load current is equal to the average rectified tank output current. This is like this. So this is this. Okay, and equivalent circuit of the rectifier. So rectifier input port, fundamental components of current and voltage are sinusoids that are in phase, hence rectifier presents a resistive load to tank network, and effective resistance is RE equal to VR1 T by IRT, that is 8 by pi square V by I. So this is the rectifier equivalent circuit. Okay, so with the resistive load R, this becomes effective resistance value will be 8 pi by pi square into R, so that is 2.8106 R. Okay, now resonant tank network. So this is actually resonant network, tank network. Okay, this is the model of AC waveforms is now reduced to a linear circuit, and tank network is so resonant tank network, its model of AC waveforms is now reduced to a linear circuit, and tank network is excited by effective sinusoidal voltage. There is switch network output port, and is load by effective resistance load rectifier input port. Okay, so can solve for transfer function conventional linear circuit analysis, and this is the solution of the tank network waveforms. So this is the transfer function. So VR1S by VS1S is the transfer function, and this HS ratio of peak values of input and output voltage. This is that. So at S equal to J omega S. So solution of the tank out current. So where S equal to V, this is the voltage and divided by the effective resistance. So the HS, if we put this VR1S value from this, so this will be like this. So which is a peak magnitude of like this. Okay, at this is the peak magnitude, and this is a solution of the converter voltage conversion ratio M equal to V by Vg. So this is the model. Actually this is transfer function, this is resonant network. Okay, so M equal to this V by Vg. So put the values of say all these values, so you will get this, and then eliminate RE. This will be like this. Okay, so it is like this. Okay, now the conversion ratio M, that is V by Vg equal to absolute equal to HS as S equal to J omega. So we have shown that the conversion ratio of a resonant converters having switch and rectifier network as in previous slide, previous page, so is equal to the magnitude of the tank network transfer function, and this transfer function is evaluated with the tank loaded by the effective rectifier input resistance. So actually this all about this introduction of the conversions resonant conversion process. So once again I am repeating the entire thing so far what we have discussed. So basically, say why resonant conversion, what is advantage, disadvantage, and how it is the conversion, what is the basic thing, so that will be discussed. So resonant power converters contains resonant LC networks with voltage and current waveforms vary sinusoidally during one or more sub-intervals of each switching period. And these sinusoidal variations are large in magnitude, and the small ripple approximation does not apply. And sometimes resonant converters are, say, DC to high frequency AC inverters, resonant DC-DC converters, so resonant inverters, or rectifiers producing line frequency AC. This is the basic class of resonant inverters. This is the basic circuit. This is the source voltage. This is switch network, this is resonant tank network, and this is the say resistive load. And these are the several resonant tank network. This is series tank network. LN capacitors are in series. This parallel tank network, LNC are in parallel, and this is LCC, where capacitor series and both parallel capacitors are connected with L. So LCC tank network. So tank network responds only to fundamental component of the switch waveform. So this is the switch output voltage spectrum. So tank current and output voltage are essentially sinusoids at the switching frequency Fs. So this is a switching output voltage spectrum. This is a resonant tank response. Okay, so output can be controlled by variation of the switching frequency closer to or away from the tank resonant frequency. This is the tank current spectrum. Okay, so this is the derivation of the resonant DC-DC converters. So this is actually rectify and filter the output of DC high frequency AC inverters. So this is the switch network. Okay, this is the resonant tank network, which is from where we get the transfer function switches, and this is the rectifier network with low pass filter network, and this is DC load. Okay, now series resonant link inverter, same as DC series resonant converters, and except output rectifiers are replaced with four quadrant switches. So this one is getting replaced with this switch network. Okay, so this is switch network, this is resonant tank network, this is again switch network, which replaced the rectifier network, and all are the same. So low pass filter network, and this is AC load. So this is AC, this is the series resonant link inverter. And quasi-resonant converters in a conventional PWM converter replace the say PWM switch network with a switch network containing resonant elements. Okay, so this is actually buck converter examples here. This is actually two switch network. This is PWM switch network, and this is ZCS quasi resonant switch network. Okay, so resonant conversions having advantages as well as disadvantages. And advantages are the chief advantage of resonant converters, reduced say switching loss, zero current switchings and zero voltage switchings, and turn up transitions of semiconductors devices can occur at 0% of tank voltage or current waveforms, and thereby reducing or eliminating some of the switching loss mechanism. Hence, resonant converters can operate at higher switching frequencies than comparable PWM converters. And zero voltage switching also reduces converter generated EMI, and zero current switching can be used to compute SCRs. So in specialized applications, resonant networks may be unavailable, or high voltage converters. It's a significant transformer leakage, inductance and winding capacitance leads to resonant network. So resonant conversion having disadvantages also, can optimize performance at one operating point, but not with a wide range of input voltage and load power variations. So significant currents may circulate through the tank elements even when the load is disconnected, and say this load is disconnected, leading to poor efficiency at light load, and quasi-sinusoidal waveforms exhibit higher peak values than equivalent rectangular waveforms. So these considerations lead to increased conduction losses, which can offset the reduction in switching loss. So resonant converters are usually controlled by variations of the switching frequency, and in some schemes the range of switching frequencies can be very large, and of course there is a complexity of analysis. And resonant conversions mainly discussion outline is like this: simple steady state analysis by sinusoidal approximation, simple and exact results for the series and parallel resonant converters, so mechanism of soft switching, circulating currents, and dependence or lack thereof conduction loss on load power and quasi-resonant converter topologies, steady-state analysis of quasi-resonant converters, and AC modeling of say quasi-resonant converters via average switch modeling. So this is the scientific analysis of resonant converters. This is actually resonant DC-DC converter. This is a switch network. This is resonant tank network where transfer function has been deducted. This is rectifier network. This is low-pass filter network, and this is DC load. So which I have shown you in the earlier slides. So if tank responds primarily to fundamental component of switch network output voltage waveforms, then harmonics can be neglected. So let us model all AC waveforms by the fundamental components. This is the sinusoidal approximation, switch output voltage spectrum. This tank current and output voltage are essentially sinusoids of the switching frequencies. I told you. Resonant tank response. This is neglect harmonics of the switch output voltage waveforms and model only the fundamental components. So this is the tank current spectrum. Okay, and remaining AC waveforms can be found via phasor analysis. This is controlled switch network model. Basically, this is switch network, and this is the waveforms. So if the switch network produces a square wave, then its output voltage has the Fourier series like this. Okay, and the fundamental component is this is the fundamental component. So model the switch network output port with the voltage source of value Vs1t. So this is the model of switch network input port. Okay, this switch network, assume the switch network output current is this. So it is desired to model the DC component, the average value of the switch network input current, just like this, and this is the waveform analysis. Okay, so this is switch network equivalent circuit here. So switch network converts DC to AC. So DC components of the input port waveforms are modeled. Fundamental AC components of the output port waveforms are modeled. Model is power conservative. So predicted average input and output powers are required. This is the modeling the rectifier and capacitive filter network. So this is rectifier network, this is low pass filter network, and this is the DC load, and this is the modeling, and this is the waveform. Okay, so as a large output filter capacitors having small ripple, and BRT is a square wave. Okay, and having a zero crossing in phase with tank output current here. Okay, so if IRT is a sinusoid, so then IRT equal to IR1 sine omega st minus pi r, and then VRT has the following Fourier series. Okay, this is the Fourier series of the VRT. And sinusoidal approximation rectifier only again since tank responds only to fundamental components of applied waveforms. Harmonics in VRT can be neglected, so VRT becomes like this. Okay, this is the actual waveform, and this is with harmonics ignored. Okay, square wave, and this is the VRT fundamentals. And rectifier DC output port model. So this is rectifier network, low pass filters, and DC load. So output capacitor charge balance. So equal DC load current is equal to the average rectified tank output current. So this is this, and hence this will be like this. So this is the voltage waveform. Equivalent circuit of rectifier. So rectifier input port, fundamental components of current and voltage are sinusoid and are in phase. Hence the rectifier presents a resistive load to tank network. Effective resistance are equal to this voltage by this current, and this will be like this. So with a resistive load, this becomes this, and this is the rectifier equivalent circuit. This is the resonant tank network. Okay, this is transfer function, and model of AC waveforms is now say reduced in a linear circuit, and tank network is excited by effective sinusoidal voltage, switch network output port, and is load by effective resistance load. Rectifier input port. So, and you can solve for transfer functions conventional linear circuit IDC. And this is solution of the time network waveforms. This is transfer function. This is the ratio peak values to the input and the output voltages. Okay, this is the solution for tank output current. This which is the peak values like this. Okay, so this is the solution for converter of voltage conversion ratio in V by Vg. So this is the model. Okay, and this is the say manifold conversion ratio. So conversion ratio M. So this is actually conversion ratio. So we have some that conversion ratio of a resonant converter having switch and rectifier networks. So and is equal to the magnitude of the tank network transfer function. And this transfer function is evaluated with the tank loaded by the effective input resistance. So that's all about this basic introductions of the resonant pulse converters, and it develops a model and different say resonant circuits, etc. we have discussed. And if you go through this lecture carefully and if you read this properly, so you'll be able to understand the basics of this resonant pulse converter. So thank you all for patient hearing. So if you have any problem, we'll discuss this in future. After the completion of this chapters, we can go through this proper discussions of this any difficulties. Okay, thank you.